Hello everybody, welcome to this very special live event. We're here today at the Green Landing Programme Demo Day. Thank you to everybody that's joining us over on LinkedIn, on YouTube and Twitter and on Pitchflix TV. We're really excited to show you what we've got this evening or today, depending on where you are in the world. We've got some fantastic businesses pitching as they've reached the end of this joint program that we're going to speak about a little bit later. Right now, I'm joined on screen by Tracy and Nicholas. I'm going to let them introduce themselves and say a few words before we kick off the proceedings today. First of all, I'd like to welcome Tracy from Department of International Trade. Hi, Tracy.
Hi, thank you, Daniel. And good afternoon here in Chile. Nice and warm and sunny here. So it's really good to be speaking to some of you again. Some of you will already know me, but for those who don't, my name's Tracy Barker-Street. I'm the Director for Trade and Investment at the British Embassy in Santiago. So I'm part of the Department for International Trade. And I'm really excited to join today's event. It's obviously the final step of the journey that started a couple of months ago for us and these companies. And I'm really delighted to see how the initiative continues to strengthen our really close, important partnership between the UK and Chile, which is going from strength to strength through science, innovation and technology development especially. It's been a really exciting area for us. And they're really important pillars for our bilateral trade relations. And our trade ministers in particular have really prioritised green growth and technology as sectors which are key for the future. Obviously, that builds on a really good foundation and the UK's long history of innovation, commitment to research and development, and real encouragement of entrepreneurs. Science, technology, innovation, sustainability are all central to the government's growth plans, as I've said. And part of that, a really important, essential component of that is attracting global investment. The government has set a target to increase R&D spend by 2027, which is a real important part of that in global investment ecosystem for us. There's a broad range of funding tools that are available to help businesses access the depth of innovation capability in the UK, which we hope is a really important draw for people from all over the globe, but particularly here in Chile, where there's so much innovation and entrepreneurship. Tell you a little bit more about it. In addition to the UK-EU Trade Cooperation Agreement and other international alliances, those agreements allow UK-based businesses continued access to innovation-led funding programs to grow further and internationalise. As I say, it's part of this important healthy innovation ecosystem that the UK can offer. And essentially, it's why us here in Santiago really, really want to welcome Chilean entrepreneurs to the United Kingdom. It's one of the most innovative and dynamic ecosystems on the planet. And I'm not just saying that because someone's paying me to. We have lots of really good examples of great companies from all over the globe, but some really great partnerships with UK and Chile over the last few years. We are truly a global Britain. We're a global country. We have strong links to the most relevant financial and innovation centres in the world, which are kind of unparalleled. And so I guess in Britain, you're not just investing in Britain, you're helping your business become global just by being there. And it's not just the ecosystem and the environment in the UK that awaits you. We here in Santiago are also here to assist. The mission of the Foreign Direct Investment team at the Embassy is to provide free, confidential, professional assistance to companies who are looking to establish their business in the UK. That's why programs like this is really important. We have all sorts of options for how our investment team can work side by side with you. At the same time, we work really closely with regional agencies to assist companies throughout the internationalization process, providing information, strategic contacts to really help you take advantage of the best opportunities. We're really, really excited to be able to show you the opportunities that are offered by the UK. As I've said, it's a really vital way for us to strengthen those important ties with the super vibrant ecosystem of Chilean entrepreneurship and innovation, and our efforts and environment in the UK. I've only been in Chile for a few months, as some of you may know, but I've been really impressed by how both Chile and the UK have such an exciting, innovative ecosystem. So I don't want to keep you too long from the super exciting, important business bit of this. So I'll wrap up there, but I really hope that it's a great session. Good luck to all the companies with the pitches. Good luck to everyone involved. We hope it all goes really well. And I hope that we'll get to see you in the UK soon. Thank you very much for having me. I'm excited to hear the pitches.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Tracy, for those awesome words. And now also joining us, we have Nicholas from ProChile. Nicholas, welcome. I hand over to you.
Thanks, Daniel. Hello, everyone. And I say hello from a rainy day today in London. Different from Santiago, definitely, Tracy. Well, thanks all of you for joining us today in the Green Landing last day. And as you know, I'm Nicholas from ProChile's office in the UK. I would like to start saying thanks to our partners in the Green Landing project. First, to the British Embassy in Santiago. It's been a pleasure to work with you once again. Also, I would like to say thanks to BEC System in Chile. Without you, we couldn't have selected such good companies for this project. And of course, to our partners in the Green Landing, the Birmingham Enterprise Community team. They have been the leaders in this, and they have trespassed us all their knowledge in the UK market. So just to give you an overview of ProChile, we are the government agency that supports Chilean business, products and services around the world. So we have one office in each region in Chile, and we have 56 offices around the world in 41 different countries. So as you might know, we have been always supporting most traditional sectors of our country as wines, fruits, but in the last years we have been doing a very important work in exporting innovation from Chile, helping our startups and scale-ups to show their services around the world. So that's why this Green Landing program is very important for us, and we are very happy in working on this. So about today, we have 14 companies looking for new opportunities in this country, and I have to say that we are glad of supporting them in this journey. Reborn Electric, Prepsys, BioElements, and Enlight-Eyed, I wish the best to all of you, and I know that your potential is huge. It will be great to see you soon doing business in the UK as great ambassadors of what Chile can offer to the world. I'm sure all these companies have a huge commitment on building a better world. Their projects are focused on very important matters. For instance, bringing us new technologies to reduce the carbon footprint in the transport industry. They work to improve the security, well-being, and sustainability in different companies. They offer us sustainable products to tackle the climate change and aiming for transparency in donations around the world to help those really need this help. Also, some of these companies are aligned to B Corp standards. And I have to say, this is a very relevant fact in the UK. Did you know that between 2017 and 2019, B Corp SMEs had an average annual turnover growth of 24%, while the median average is only 15%. Also, these kind of companies have greater levels of employee retention, engagement, and diversity. And a very important one, they have higher levels of innovation. Just to finish my words, I must thank and congratulate Andrea and Jorge from ProChile's team in London. Great job, guys. And of course, also mention all the help that we received from the innovation and sustainability team in our headquarters in Santiago. So that's all from me today. I wish a great evening in this Green Landing demo day, and have a nice evening.
Awesome. Nicholas, Tracy, thank you so much. Before I let you guys kind of leave us, I just want to say once more from all of us here at Birmingham Enterprise Community, it's been really exciting to work on this project. We've loved every moment of it. So thank you for having us join you with it. I'm now going to let you both go. So I'll see you both very soon. Fantastic. Awesome. Again, anybody that's joining us over on LinkedIn, on Twitter, on YouTube, on Pitchflix TV, you can put your comments, you can put your questions, anything at all in the live chat, and we will see it here. Please say hello. Let us know who's here and listening. We've invited along a range of stakeholders to today's event, from investors, potential partners, potential clients for these business, all here to listen to these fantastic businesses that are looking to enter the UK market, looking for opportunities here. And we hope that you'll reach out to these businesses and get in touch with them afterwards to discuss potential opportunities. Before I bring on our judges and then we'll get on with the pitching, just want to introduce myself. My name is Daniel Evans. I'm the Chief Executive here at Birmingham Enterprise Community. We are an organisation that supports a wide range of entrepreneurs from around the world looking to grow and develop their businesses, whether at an early stage, whether high growth and scale. We're here for a series of programs to help them do that. Of course, one of our specialisms is around entering the UK market, and it's been a real pleasure to support these businesses in terms of helping them build the knowledge and skills that they need, in terms of helping them with introductions to key players in the market that can help them successfully land their business here. So I am now going to welcome on our two judges to give a quick introduction before we get on with the first pitch. So welcome Hugh and welcome Constanza. How are you both doing this evening?
Very well, thank you, Daniel.
Fantastic.
Yeah, thank you much, Daniel.
Hugh, I'm going to start with you. Could you just give us a very quick introduction as to who you are?
Yeah, of course. My name is Hugh Sparks. I'm an investment manager with Future Planet Capital. We are a global impact investor, connecting the world's biggest investors to the world's brightest minds to profitably address the world's biggest problems. We invest along with the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals into companies coming out of the world's leading centers of innovation. And so far, I've backed some incredible companies doing some incredible work over the last 5 years that we've been operating.
Fantastic. Thank you, Hugh. Constanza.
Thank you. I'm actually from Chile, so I was born and raised in Santiago, but now live in London, so I can totally relate with what Nicholas was saying before about being in a rainy day here, whilst in Santiago you have an awesome day. I work at Octopus Ventures. We are one of the largest and most active VC funds in Europe. We've been around since 2008. Investing in different types of companies, mostly with a presence in the UK, but also with a global outlook. I studied engineering in Santiago, worked a little bit as a management consultant over there, and then moved to the Netherlands, and then finally moved here to the UK in 2018 to do an MBA. Did some stints in PE and investment banking, and then finally got to the promised land last year in BEC. So very excited to hear about all the different innovation that's been going on in Chile and hear the pitches.
Awesome. Thank you very much. I'm going to let you guys go and then we will see you very shortly after the first pitch. So thank you both for your time today. And we look forward to your questions for the businesses later on. So for the magic of that, there we go. Awesome. So our judges today are going to be asking questions after the pitches. Also, any comments and questions for the businesses, please do put them in the live chat. At the end of the demo day, we are going to have our judges select their winner, which is super exciting. Now onto the first pitch. As I said, we've got 4 awesome pitches here today. The very first pitch is going to be from Reborn Electric. I am going to welcome Philippe to the stage. Here we go.
Everyone.
Philippe, how are you?
Fine, thank you,
You
Daniel.
with me? How are you?
Yes, sorry, I think my connection is not so good. Well, can you hear me well now or not?
Yeah, I can hear you. I can
Okay,
hear you well.
perfect. Thank you.
Wonderful. The stage is yours. If you want to start sharing your screen, and then as soon as you start,
Excellent.
I'll hand it straight over to you.
I'm starting to share screen now. Please let me know when you can see my screen.
Yeah, we can see the screen.
Okay, perfect. Thank you. So, hi everyone. My name is Felipe Ceballos. I'm the CEO and co-founder of Ribbon Electric. Ribbon Electric is a Chilean company that started in the year 2016. We are a B Corp, and our main focus is to accelerate the migration to electromobility through a circular economy concept. Nowadays, the company have two big products. We have the circular economy concept that we retrofit old buses to new electrical ones. And now we have a new area that is focusing in the development of brand new electrical vehicles here in Chile. Our first product that I was telling is the circular economy concept, where we take buses that are at the end of their life. We do a complete overhaul of the body and the chassis of these buses. We remove all the components related to the diesel engine. We stop generating CO2 with the operation, and we add our electrical system to the buses. We add electrical motors, batteries. We electrify all the peripherals, and with that, we are able to reborn these buses as brand new electricals. The benefits of this concept is that we are able to achieve capital expenditure around 60% of the price of purchasing a new bus from China, and we have the same operational benefits of operating an electrical vehicle. Lower expenditure in energy, as the energy is much cheaper than the diesel, and we have lower expenses in maintenance, because the electrical vehicles has less maintenance than the diesel vehicles. This product has been a success here in Chile. We have been implementing them in the urban operation and also in the mining sector. The mining sector has been a really difficult project but a really successful project. That this is a special operation that's not typical around. If you see electrical vehicles, they typically operate in cities with good streets, good conditions, but in the mining sector, you have lots of salinity, roads in bad condition, bad weather. It's a really tough environment for buses. So we developed a special solution to operate in this kind of environment. And nowadays we have the buses operating in these tough conditions that are not equivalent to the Chinese buses, but are designed to operate in this kind of hard environment. And with the success of this product, we generate a second line of products here in the company. We make an alliance with Brazilian OEMs, and now we are building new buses here in Chile, designed especially for underground mine operation and mining operation. These are niche products, are not the typical bus for streets, but these are heavy-duty buses with stainless steel and several special conditions to operate in hard environment. And these buses, we have two options, the 12-meter buses and 9-meter buses, and these buses have been a success in the market. Actually, we have not yet launched these buses, and we have already earned a contract for 104 of these buses. So we're going to have a revenue of around $25 million with the sale of these buses this year. To be able to achieve all of this, we have finishing our plant here in Rancagua. It's a 3,000 square meter plant, which is going to be focused in the remanufacture and manufacture of new buses here in Chile. We are going to have a capability of around 180 buses per year. And the idea of this factory is to be able to accelerate the migration to electrical vehicles. Also, at Ribbon Electric, we are exploring all the technologies. So we are also part of the Hydra Consortium, where we are developing a special powertrain which is fueled by hydrogen instead of energy and diesel. And the idea of this powertrain is to test the usage of hydrogen in the mining operation of Chile. So we are in this international consortium with TIS, Mitsui, Ballard, and we are developing this powertrain to see how the hydrogen is going to operate in the different underground areas. Here in Chile, we speak a lot about the hydrogen, the importance for the future and how we can produce here in Chile this hydrogen. but we don't have data how it's going to operate in the mining sector. So with this product, we want to accelerate also the migration to hydrogen. And what we are looking as Reborn Electric, with this program, we are looking for partners and representatives to open our operation in the UK. And also we are planning a Series B at the end of this year, when we are going to be looking for $25 million, yes, to scale up our operation, development of new products, and internationalization of our technology. So that's all. Thank you very much for your time.
Awesome, fantastic job. So what I'm going to do is we're going to stop the share. We're going to invite our judges back up and see what questions they have for you. So let's start with Hugh. Do you want to kick us off?
Yep, absolutely. Thank you very much, Felipe. Great pitch, very clear.
Thank you.
Ask was and what your traction is so far. It's great to see. It'd be good to understand, firstly, where you source your batteries from, and also what you do with the powertrains which were in the buses that you're converting. Since you're in the circular economy, it has to go both ways. So it'd be interested to know what you're doing with those.
That's a good question. But well, first of all, we are working with CATL batteries, which are manufactured from China. We at Reborn Electric, we try to develop technology, but also use what is working in the market. And the battery market is really huge in China, and they have really good technology. So we are working with OEMs from China for the batteries. And regarding your second question, what we're doing now with the diesel engine that we removed from the vehicles, we have two options for now. One is recycling the steel of the engine, and the second one is to sell it as spare part for the clients, or the same operators use this part as spare part for the old diesel buses that they have in operation. So they have both solutions for that, for the recycling of the components.
Wonderful. And then you're expanding into the UK. You obviously have a very specific use case in Chile with the mining aspect. How do you think the market's going to be different in the UK?
Well, what we have seen in the UK has the tradition of the two-floor buses, and UK has a lot of buses, but we see that our main focus is in the mining sector. So we see that if we enter the UK, we are going to be able to go to other countries in Europe that have a lot of mining operation. So we see as a hub to expand our operation to mining countries in Europe and in Asia.
Wonderful. Thank you very much, Felipe. It was great to meet you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Go for it, Constanza.
Thank you, Daniel. Well, actually, Hugh stole my first question because I was going to ask why the UK, and yeah, I was sensing, you know, there's a lot of mining companies with headquarters in the UK, and therefore selling at the global level probably would be quite interesting for you guys. My question is about the revenue model. I'm not sure I fully got how you make money. Are you guys establishing contracts, agreements with these mining companies, or are you guys charging something per bus that you retrofit? Are you taking maybe inventory risk because you buy all buses and then you try to sell them? Can you explain a little bit more how it works?
Yeah, nowadays the revenue comes from selling these buses. So we sell the bus to the client and they purchase that. But in the future, we want to have a second concept for revenue and for selling, that is going to be, we purchase the vehicles, we retrofit them, and then we sell that to the clients. So nowadays we are selling the retrofit process, or we are selling new buses. But in the future, with this capital raise, we want to be able to purchase old buses, do the complete overhaul of cells, and then sell it to the market as an overhaul bus. So, but nowadays we sell products. So it's not like an operational. It's not like they pay per month. So, but we sell the month once the vehicle.
Perfect, thank you. And then the other question following what Hugh was asking about why the UK and your answer on international expansion. So which sectors do you plan to target first, and why? Because you mentioned one of the advantages that you guys have is that these buses can actually work in an environment that is not, it's more complicated than a typical city bus where everything is flat, for instance. So have you guys thought about which industries and which countries in particular?
Yes, in the UK, we see that they have a good opportunity to go. Well, nowadays, not so good to export to Russia. It's a little bit difficult, but we saw that in Ukraine and Russia, there was a good market to export the buses. now we need to replant that in the near future. But we see that in the north countries of Europe, there is also a lot of mining operations. So they can be really interesting in this kind of things. But we see that we try to focus in off-road operations, not so much in urban operation, but we try to focus in forestals, in mining sectors, and all that they have not so good road conditions, that our buses are designed for that kind of operation.
Perfect,
so
thank
more
you.
industrial operation instead of urban or operation.
Thank you, Felipe.
Daniel, you are mute.
I'm sat here talking to myself. Yeah, so just want to say thank you to the judges for the questions. Obviously, thank you for that great pitch. Before I let you go, if anybody's watching now who wants to get in touch and pick up the conversation, what's the best way to do that?
You can send me an email. I put it in the presentation, but if you want, I can also put in the chat my email.
Yeah, 100%. That's absolutely perfect. Felipe, well done. Thank you very much. Next we have, well, I'm going to bring him up, Harvey. Hello, Harvey. How are you?
Hey, Daniel. How are you?
I'm very good, thank you. I'm very good. Do you want to start sharing your screen? And then as soon as you've done that and we've got it up, the floor will be yours.
Absolutely. How about it?
We've got it. We've got it on screen. We can see it. As soon as you're ready, feel free to start.
Awesome. Well, I would like to start thanking ProChile and BEC, and it's been truly a pleasure. And thank you for all the support and the opportunity. Well, it's really also good to see Daniel, Tracy, Nicolas. Well, my name is Harvey Rosas. I'm CTO of Prepsys, and where we strive toward achieving a safer and more sustainable future with innovative technology for our customers. According to the International Labour Organization, more than 3 million cases of occupational accidents are reported every single year, generating losses up to 4% of the world's GDP. All of these without even including fines and foreclosures due to environmental, social, or governance compliance issues. Prepsys is a flexible control of work for environment, social, governance, health, and safety solutions. And we have AI capabilities. We help to assess and monitor compliance and safety risk levels, avoiding operational issues and improving overall efficiency. Let's look at a typical week for a manager or a supervisor. This will include management walks, planning for your team, certification, training regulation, internal and external audits, and much more. Let's just imagine how complex this situation becomes when a company has more than 500 employees. Our solution allows to have all the EHS and ESG data in one place, with both mobile and web application, with technology that is able to work even in remote locations with poor or no connectivity at all. And we're able to provide an entire system for the collection, digitalization, processing, and analyzing of vast volumes of data, delivering dynamic state-of-the-art dashboards with our integrated BI tool for advanced analytics. According to Verdantics, the EHS software market will grow from 1.4 to 2.5 billion US dollars by 2026. And for the case of ESG software, it's estimated that it will reach almost an additional $1.5 billion by 2028, both keeping a constant growth in double digits. Furthermore, according to the International Labour Organization, there are 55,000 large companies in Latin America alone with the legal obligation to maintain a health and safety management system. With only 235 global competitors with a very low penetration in Latin America, we have strongly positioned ourselves as one of the best Latin American options in the market, displacing national and international competition. With clients on 8 countries in several verticals like mining, energy, manufacture, finance, and so on, who have proven a track record on large enterprises as well as on the small and medium-sized segments. We closed last year with a portfolio of 90 clients with a lifetime value of $75,000 and a very low acquisition cost of just $2,000. Basically, our retention rate keeps growing. Clients grow with us using our services. We have a business model that is as simple as it gets, having a software as a service with a flat rate model depending on the amount of employees, with a strong emphasis in training, where after the implementation phase, we give the control back of our system to our clients and offering all the support they need afterwards. We're in the path of becoming a benchmark in the development of digital tools for sustainability and safety management for high-level decision makers with a team of committed, innovative, and high-performance specialists with more than 20 years of experience in management and technology, solely focused on the particular needs and continuous growth of our clients. Our competitive edge not only relies on the flexibility of our product, we have been selected by AWS as a preferred independent software vendor. The investment opportunity is for $2.4 million. We're focusing those to enhance the product and increase the sales, as well as to expand the commercial and the customer success team. Problems like those we are facing are not confined to the IT teams any longer. What is needed is the integration of diverse teams, and Prepsys offers a solution for such integration.
Fantastic job. Fantastic job. I hope that wasn't your car being stolen in the background.
Yeah, everything is fine over here.
Very good. Right, we're just going to move the slides up. We're going to welcome back our judges once more. And Hugh as well. Constanza, do you want to start this time?
Thank you. Thank you, Harvey. Very, very good pitch. And this is my bread and butter. You know, I focus on SaaS, so it's great to see
Awesome.
what you're building. So my question is a little bit about the go-to-market strategy. So who are you really selling to this solution? Because ESG and everything related with ESG data is generally a different person in a company versus the person focusing on health and safety in operations, right? So how are you dealing with
Absolutely.
that? How are you selling your solution? And at the same time, can you give some more details about how do you structure your contract? Is that for a whole year? Is it a monthly contract? And how is that? Because you mentioned there is a fixed rate, so I per employee. So I assume there's also opportunities for upsell as the company grows or you roll out to more sites.
Yeah, precisely. Those are two very good questions. Starting for the second one, actually our model is a contract for a monthly fee, usually for 12 and 24 or 36 months. Okay. And about the ESG and EHS, you are correct. The flexibility of our solution is that we have 18 modules. So we can enter with usually 2, 3, or 4 of those modules, either for the EHS sector or the ESG, because if the companies want to organize or centralize their data, we have the experience for data lake and processing all this information. So sometimes we enter for the ESG and we grow into the ESG, or sometimes we enter for the ESG and we grow into ESG. The trick is to be flexible. So we integrate with legacy systems and what the clients have, and we start to try to grow steadily in trying to actually put all the information in one place.
Perfect, understood. And you also mentioned that part of the proceeds will go to product development. What are the main, features that you want to develop? What is it exactly that you see as the next step as part of the product vision?
Yeah, well, we have been focusing strongly on AI. So we are working on data observability, data quality. We are using image recognition, video recognition. And it's very important for us to actually try to answer business questions. I mean, the pain that our customers have, because sometimes they require very specific development. And what we're trying to actually fulfill is to try to generalize solutions and to be able to put all those solutions for other customers that they may require the same level of specificity or perhaps something that is not so complex.
Perfect. Thank you, Harvey.
Awesome. Hugh.
Thanks to you.
Yep, likewise, Harvey. Great pitch. Thank you very much. My interest's always peaked when I hear somebody say AI a pitch. Can you just talk me through the AI capabilities that you have and specifically how they add to the product's usage?
All right. I will have to thank you for that question because actually that's my specialty. I have a PhD in artificial intelligence in applied mathematics. And what we do, it's just as I mentioned to Constanza, in at least 3 different components. One is in the digitalization of the information. For instance, if there is a license or a document, we can digitalize that document and check if the structured data that is already reported actually it's true or there is an error of digitalization. On the other hand, for the BI and the tooling of dashboarding, what we do is to find patterns. Like, for instance, we try to collect information that the quality of the data of as is reported. So if we have some workers that are reporting just to report to fulfill a goal, we are able to detect those things. And finally, for data consistency and uniqueness, we try to find processing video and images, detecting EPP or social distancing, that we are also able to do those things. And those are very specific examples for particular clients that require those things. But what is important is that we are capable of doing those things.
That's brilliant. Thank you very much. Have a great pitch.
Thank you.
Fantastic. And thank you once again, judges, for the I managed to remove myself there. As I'd asked Felipe, Harvey, in terms of how they can get in touch, if anybody's watching and wants to know more, what's the best way to do it?
Oh, absolutely. An email or in our website as well, LinkedIn. We are pretty open to all channels.
Awesome. Well, Harvey, thank you very much.
Thanks to you, Daniel.
There we go. Next up, we have, I'm going to bring her up, Adriana. Hi, Adriana.
Oh, sorry, I was on mute. Hi, Daniel. Thank you for the opportunity.
How do you want to start sharing your screen? Then as soon as we've got that up, we can.
Yes, of course. There you go.
Okay, I will just add that to our screen. There we go. It's up. It's ready. The floor is yours.
Thank you very much, Daniel. So my name is Adriana. I'm representing BioElements. I'm part of the team that is expanding the markets for BioElements. And I'm here to explain you guys and show a little bit about our company. I'm sorry that I'm looking like both ways because my screen is over there. So we are in a startup industry, like based on the triple impact that we cause, which means that we're not really like only concerned about our financial gains, but also the social and the environmental, in this case, more presently, impacts impacts that we cause. So since 2014, we are an ecological alternative to conventional plastic, papers, and cardboards. Why? Because our innovation is based on the fact that conventional plastic takes up to maybe 400 or even more years to biodegrade in the environment, while our products take up to 20 months, making a little bit more better use of the single-use plastics. Back in 2014, we developed a resin which is called BioE8 or BioE8, which has three properties. It's bio-based, is renewable, and biodegradable. Bio-based means that it's basically made out of biological products. In this case, a starch. And renewable because the basic concept is just that we can just plant more to have it. And biodegradable because it loses its mass over the time. And I'm going to explain you guys a little bit more how the process goes. So our products are biodegradable in three different environments. In aerobic conditions, which is like composting and where the temperatures are very high. In our case, we can also compost in lower temperatures because we drop off or we come off in these three situations. So we are biodegradable in anaerobic conditions such as garbage dump, landfills, ocean, and well, all this. And the third environment that we can also biodegrade our products is the environment. Let's say this product ends up, especially in cases such as South America, Latin America, a lot of the plastic or a lot of the garbage ends up on the street or in a park or at the beach. And our customers or our clients started asking us, what happens if this product end up in this kind of situations, such as these situations? And we had to study that. And we end up seeing that the funguses that are in the air that eat our apple in our kitchen, they ended up eating our product because of the three properties that we have, or because of the main property in this case, that this product is bio-based. So these microorganisms, they use our product to eat, or as a fount of carbonate or oxygen for them. All right. So another property of our product is that it's not biotoxic, which means that if it ends up in these situations that I showed you guys, it's not gonna make any damage to the environment or be well, how can I put that? Be in the way of the process of the growth of the fauna and the flora, you know. And it's not toxic by heavy metals, which means that all the processes that we have from the beginning of the extracting the starch and producing our resin, producing the final product, we never add any type of heavy metals. So the final product is not toxic by heavy metals. All right. And why can I say that with all this security or being sure that I'm here telling you guys the truth? Because we have certifications, all right? And these certifications are under the international normatives that regulate this kind of products. And one like big, each market that we are entering or we're trying to enter, we just go there before it starts selling or starting like putting our product to the overview or everything. We just get the best institute or the best university. In a lot of cases, a lot of universities. And we start testing just to get closer to the community, you know. So people see and they find a name that they know. So our awards were BE certified corporation, which comes with my speech in the beginning, that we are not only concerned with our financial goals, financial gains, but also the impacts that we are going to cause. All right, we are one of the 100 most promising startups on the radar of Endeavor, and we are also Endeavor Enterprises. And this is those that you can see there are some of our awards of the last 2 years. So this is our international presence. Right now we are very active in Mexico, Peru, Colombia, Brazil, and Chile, of course. And we are opening in Guatemala, El Salvador, US, Paraguay, India, and UK. Those are some of our biggest customers, or the most relevant that I could put here. This is an overview of the 4 industries that we can act or can produce. So retail, industrial non-food, agro, and industrial food. And this is the overview of the products that we have been developing. We have a lot of things in development, and that's why we think UK is such a huge market for us in the food context, firstly. And yeah, that's it. Thank you for the time. There you go.
Fantastic pitch. I'm going to get the judges back up, and we'll have some questions from the judges.
I'm sorry, but that was my first time pitching in English, so.
Wow, I remember you mentioned that to me before. Actually, you were like, never pitches in English, so
yeah,
fantastic job to do that as well.
I actually always pitch in Portuguese, so well, yeah.
There we go.
Keep changing the language.
Well, we're certainly. I wouldn't have followed it if it was in Portuguese.
No, it's fine.
Do you want to start off with questions, Hugh?
Yeah, no, I mean, first of all, very good pitch, Adriana, especially if that's the first time you've done it in English. Really good job. I've got 2 questions, mostly about the manufacturing side of the product. So firstly, your route to market. Do you provide your buyers with completed products or with the raw material?
No, with the final product. I have some, like maybe this here, the flyer for e-commerce, or this zip bag. Yeah, we just.
Excellent. So then I guess I draw a comparison slightly here with electric cars. It was a bit left field, but stay with me. Obviously, when you make an electric car on the road is emission free, but manufacturing the battery is about 1.5 times as polluting as manufacturing an internal combustion engine.
All right.
How do you, I guess, minimize the environmental impact of manufacturing your material compared to plastic?
Yeah, that's very interesting, because I was just asked this question from a client in Brazil just before the pitch, and they were asking if we had a comparison of the CO2 out of our production to the common plastic or the conventional plastic. And this is also this is also something we take a look on, and we study that, and we have the comparison, and it's much lower because our product doesn't need that much water to be produced, such as plastic, because 1 kg of plastic takes over I'm not gonna put like real numbers, because maybe it's more than 100 liters to produce 1 kg, while our product is like 10 times less, you know. So we have the studies, we have the certifications for that too, and well, I don't know if I answered this your question.
Yeah, no, answered perfectly. Thank you very much, Adriana. Great to hear. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Constanza.
Thank you, Adriana, for the pitch. So, well, it sounds brilliant, right? So it's actually way more eco-friendly, biodegradable, non-toxic, so on and so forth. What's stopping you guys from, expanding and scaling? And what is the main? You mentioned it just now, the type of questions that you get from customers, but what are the other concerns that they have? Potentially price could be one, but also scale, perhaps, the total volume. So what's really stopping you guys to roll it out to more customers?
Well, to be honest, at this point, we have been growing really fast. We're doubling, tripling our production, and month after month, So we are growing really, really, really fast. And the only thing stopping us from really taking the road, let's say, is maybe a little bit of money and personal in this moment. But we have like very good plans, and we're seeing it ourselves maybe in 2026 with maybe more than 20 countries, So.
Understood. Sounds exciting. And yeah. What is the competition doing? What do you see more often as another option?
It maybe sounds a little bit pretentious, but we are the only company that can biodegrade in these 3 environments. So this keeps us a little bit far from the competition. Of course, we have, and they're developing a lot of good products as well. But I can tell you with property that we are a little bit ahead.
Brilliant. Thank you, Adriana.
Thank you. Oh, and about the prices that you asked, yes, we are a little bit higher, but when our customer comes to us or we come to them, they know already that, and it's just because our resin and everything it's more pricey, than it's not because we just put a lot of value to our product. Mm-hmm. It's just the process is a little bit more pricey.
Are you more expensive than paper?
No, we are not. We are more expensive than conventional plastic, but we are not. I actually have a comparison to craft paper, and per kg we are maybe 30% less pricey. So. Yeah.
Thank you, Adriana.
Thank you very much.
I think Daniel is frozen.
Yeah, he is.
Can you hear me?
You are cutting a little bit, Daniel. No.
Live TV, eh?
Mm.
That's a full time. So, Adriana, how are you typically finding your clients at the moment?
Mostly they come up to us by LinkedIn or something, but we have a team, an international team, and we have people from Colombia, from Peru, from Mexico, from Brazil, and each country that we're trying to expand, we try to hire someone local and that knows the market, an expert,
Yeah, excellent.
Yeah.
And how big are your biggest clients to date?
I don't know if you've heard of Coppel. Oh, sorry. It's the biggest chain of supermarkets and retail in Mexico, and they are our clients. It's our biggest client at this point. But I can tell you property again that in Chile we have saturated our big clients. They are all ours.
Great stuff. And then by expanding into Europe and the UK, do you see any challenges into those markets?
Yeah, I think Europe in general it's going to be very challenging for us. But the start point, let's say, is doing some partnerships with universities or institutes over there, so they can try to or start to test our products, get close to the market, get investors and everything, you know. But I think it's a huge market for us, as you guys are like crazy big on cheeses, meats, and well, a lot of beverages as well, and the industrial I don't know how to say that in English, but the bottles, you know. And this is a very, very big new development for us. So I think we're good over there.
Yeah. Over here we recycle a lot, but to be honest, there's a lot of plastic going on around. Like everything is packaged in plastic.
That's why I come up with the speech or the pitch that we try to substitute or replace the single-use plastic, because this plastic that is in contact with food or is just like, or maybe this bag that we take from the supermarket, we'll never use it again, or only as a trash bag. And this trash bag ending up in a landfill or something. It's great, you know. You just putting a good use for that, going to biodegrade and everything. So.
Good stuff. Just lost Dan again.
Well, we just have to keep talking.
I was going to ask, what's your do you have plans to expand the product line between now and moving into
all our efforts and everything to develop new products right now are in the food contact industry, and I can tell you that we're coming up with very nice things, and our team of development is growing a lot, and it's where we're putting all the efforts and the money right now to develop new things. And of course, the partnerships with universities or a group of young people that want to be there, you know, and grow with us.
Excellent. And
now we have two Daniels.
Yeah.
Where the technology originated from?
Sorry?
Well, where did the technology come from originally?
The technology actually came from our two founders. They one day met at in Starbucks, and they were old friends, and they were just looking up at the cups on Starbucks, and they had the idea, you know, and they went to the university. They started developing that with the students over there, and that was back in 2014. And we started really operating in 2017 when we had the final product. We had the thing that we knew that was going to be resistant and everything, you know. And this also was good timing for us, because back in 2017 in Chile, we they start to forbid the distribution of single-use plastic as bags or this kind of stuff. So this was really good timing, and there we had our boom, you know. And it's a very new company, it's very young, and that's it.
Can I ask if you guys can kind of hear me at the moment?
Yes, we can hear you.
My apologies for the technical problems, but thank you for keeping the billing. I know my sound isn't as good. It'll have to do for now. Right, so thank you, churches. Adriana, as with the other pitches, if anybody wants to get in touch, what's the best way to do it?
LinkedIn, our website, or yeah, just go to my LinkedIn. It's Adriana Hiacomin, or Adriana Bioelements, and you'll find me.
Awesome. Adriana, great pitch. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. It was a pleasure.
Awesome. And now we are down to our last pitch. So last but not least, we have Veronica. Let me just load Veronica. Hi, Veronica.
Hello, thanks for having me.
You're welcome. Thank you for being patient. While we got the technical issues sorted out. If you'd like to start sharing your screen, we can get started.
Yep. Just give me a second. There we go. Let me know when you can see it.
Yeah, there we go. The floor is yours. Take it away.
All right, great. As you already heard, I'm Veronica, and I am the founder and CEO of Elite. As all of the previous founders, I'm also from Chile. But when I was in university, something happened to me. My family lost everything. And that time of my life really changed my priorities. So after 10 years in architecture, I decided to make a really big change in my life and tried to set up a foundation to build public schools in Chile. It was that moment when our team got together. But in the first few months that we were working together as a team, we realized that we didn't trust NGOs. We did some research and we found out that our distrust was actually quite reasonable because according to the UN, almost a third of all donations worldwide are lost to corruption. And let me put this number into perspective for you. 6 countries donate about $560 billion a year. That means that almost 170 billions are lost. And the cost of eliminating hunger is estimated to be only 116. So if we end corruption for 6 countries, we can end world hunger and still have over $40 billion to do other projects. On the other hand, with our research, we realized that we were not alone in our distrust because at least half of the population of the UK recognizes that they do not trust NGOs. So there was at least half of a full country that had the same problem that we did. So how could we ask anybody to donate, to do something that we were not willing to do and that there was a good reason for it? That's why we decided to create Enlighted. Enlighted is a social venture that is committed to building technology that systematically helps build trust between donors and organizations. Enlighted provides real-time auditing technology that guarantees the traceability of funds meant for impact. You may know that humanitarian aid is a very complex ecosystem of actors. It is actually a series of activities and cash flows that used to take place before Enlighted in a reality without transparency and to which us normal people just simply did not have access to. But Enlighted allows you to visualize the use of each donation in real time. Our system guarantees the multi-step traceability of funds, notifying users on how, when, on what, and by whom their contribution has been spent. Enlighted is a cloud-based solution that can be scaled globally and that it is aligned with the Payment Service Directive in the EU. Now you may be wondering, why is real-time auditing important? Well, imagine receiving instant reports on how funds are being spent instead of having to wait for end-of-the-year reports of a project. With real-time reporting of the use of funds, key performance indicators can be available to you instantly and all red flags can be acted upon before problems become irreversible. This way, we can reduce the incentive for malfeasance and misbehavior, and we can reduce risk, especially when transactions cross borders. So far, we have tested this technology with donations, and we released Enlighted version 1 in several countries, proving that transparent donations were possible. In October last year, we partially released the second version of our technology, and we're now getting ready to provide support for organizations and donors working towards supporting civilians fleeing Ukraine. Last year, before our release of the second version of Enlighted, we were contacted by one of the big 4 auditing companies who asked us if we could use this technology not only to track donations, but also to track investments in real time. It was then that we realized the potential The potential market of what we had created was even bigger than we originally thought. Not only NGOs can use our technology, but also investors and even pension funds. This is why this year we're launching Volumia, which is a new application of our core transparency technology that will allow investors to monitor the use of their funds in real time. In the aid sector, we compete with companies like Alice, ATech, and Adonic. What all of these companies have in common is that they tokenize a budget. So even though they create a record of token transactions, money has not yet actually exchanged hands when they do. So once all tokens are spent, the organization that is running the project goes to the ground, sometimes literally with a bag of cash, and settles those accounts in local currency. That means that if a project had on tokens a budget of €1 million, the organization running the project could have paid $1 million, 2 million, $500,000. We would never know. This is why Enlighted focuses not on tracking tokens, but on tracking real fiat currency transactions. With both of our products, we can consider the big auditing firms as competitors, but we can also see them as partners. Enlighted is supported so far by the governments of 2 countries, Chile and Norway, and we have been recognized by awards from MIT, EY, the Inter-American Development Bank, and more. Our team has over 40 years of combined experience in technology and more than 10 years in sustainable design and consulting. And together with our partners, we have launched, actually this week, the Public Value Hub, which brings together tech and aid to help Ukrainians that are fleeing the war. We're offering right now support to 100 NGOs, roughly, and are providing them with corporate donors matchmaking. For Volumia this year, we have estimated that we can start piloting phase of the product during the 3rd quarter of 2022. For the proof of concept, we already have a partnership in place with Wyra, which is the world's largest corporate accelerator. They will be carrying out their next investment using Volumia. Right now, we need 2 things. We need corporate donors to join us at the Public Value Hub to support Ukrainians fleeing the war. And we're also looking to raise a seed investment round of €2 million this year. Thank you.
Awesome, fantastic job for the pitch. We're just going to get things moved around. Hugh on stage, and we want Constanza. So, Constanza, do you want to start us off with this one?
Thank you, Daniel. Great pitch, Veronica. It was also very nice to hear the personal story at the beginning and see, what drove you to entrepreneurship, really. The NGO charity sector is a complex one in general. So I want to understand how are you guys thinking about revenue model in this ecosystem, because I can see many players that would actually want to pay for this solution. So it could be the largest donors, the corporates, but also the charities, proven that they're actually spending the money in the right way, or even, retail donors, regular common people that also want to know that their funds are being invested in the right way. So how are you guys monetizing the solution?
So we are charging a percentage of the donation, which is proportional to the size of the donation. So obviously, as the donation gets bigger, then the percentage gets smaller. And also, we have a corporate social responsibility module for the platform, which is being piloted right now. And this module of the platform can either be used for free by the companies with limited functionality, or they can pay a license fee to get all the functionality of the platform. In terms of the investment system, we're evaluating possibly a SaaS model. We honestly, 100% full transparency, right? We're not 100% sure on how we're monetizing the Volumia as an application. In terms of who is the driver of this, actually, in our experience, is quite complicated. If we focus on the retail donor, we have to convince 1,000 people to care where their $10 donation went. And the thing is, for the retail donor, the moment of excitement, the moment of happiness is actually when they give the money, not what happens after. We like right now we're in a very unique situation, honestly, with the situation in the war at the moment, because there is a lot of corporate donors that want to give donations, but if you give to one of the big ones, to one of the big organizations in the traditional way, that money could end up anywhere else, right? You cannot say, okay, I want as a corporate donor that my fund is actually going to help the Ukrainian situation. So this gives us a unique opportunity, which is why we, in collaboration with HHL, the Leipzig Graduate School of Management, we opened the Public Value Hub this week, and we're matchmaking right now with several corporate donors, and we're among the hundreds of organizations that we're offering help. We're going to choose 10 to 12 to actually do the matchmaking with the corporate donor and carry out a project specific for supporting civilian Ukrainians fleeing the war.
Brilliant. Thank you, Veronica.
Thanks for the questions.
Yeah, no, Veronica, great pitch. I think you've really struck an issue that's very important here, especially in the UK. Public trust of charities is very low in terms of what the money goes to, and as you say, internationally, and the corruption is such an issue on people's mind. And I guess in terms of, don't just give away everything that you do and how you do it, how can you trust the charity to report what they've done with the money?
Well, because they don't have to report it. The platform does it for them. So we created tools where they trigger the payment itself from within the system, and with webhooks we confirm that that payment went to the beneficiary that they actually declared. So they, like, in a way, it's like an unbreakable tag to each transaction. Like we put an identifier into a transaction when it comes in. So when the donation, when it comes in, when it's moved to the NGO, and then when the NGO triggers the payment to the final beneficiary, which could be another NGO within the system or a service provider or goods provider outside of the system. And then by triggering the payment, we capture the information, right? So what could be broken would be like the title of the expense and a description, because we give them those spaces which are key in data, but the actual amount, the fees associated, if there's like an FX currency exchange cost, for example, and who made the payment, all of that information is recorded automatically by the platform. So it's actually like impossible to break it.
Excellent. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Fantastic. As with all the others, Veronica, if anybody can get in touch, what's the best way to do that?
Either email or LinkedIn. You can find me as Veronica Celis Vergara on LinkedIn, and I had like at the end like a screenshot also of my QR LinkedIn code for the profile.
Awesome. Veronica, well done.
Thank you.
So now our judges are deliberating, so I'm going to give them a minute just to chat together and see who they are going to pick as the winning pitch today. Of course, the winning or winner is a bit of fun for the demo day. I'm sure that all of you watching in and everybody taking part will agree we've seen 4 incredible businesses today. We're really excited by the opportunities that they have for not just the market in the UK, but globally. These are businesses on their pathway to becoming global businesses. You know, many of them already operating in multiple countries. This is another step on the pathway to do that. We're excited and proud to have played in just a small part on the journey. So we're hoping everybody here that's watching in, whether you're an investor, whether you're a potential partner, whoever you are, you know, if there's something that you can do to support these businesses and be a part of the journey, we really urge you to reach out to them, to engage with them, to make sure that you're you know, building these relationships that can benefit them, benefit you, benefit the people they're trying to add value to. Whichever platform you're on now, or whether you're watching this back. So the recording of this demo day will be available on all the platforms, and of course on Pitchflix TV as well. So do reach out to the businesses. If you can't get hold of them or can't find them where they recommended from LinkedIn or whatever it was, reach out to either us at Birmingham Enterprise Community or of course the team at ProChile, and we'll definitely be more than willing to connect you with those businesses. Once again, I would love to say a huge thank you to the whole team at ProChile for allowing us to play our part in this program. I'd also like to say a big thank you to the team at the British Embassy in Santiago as well, for us engaging with these incredible entrepreneurs and incredible businesses from Chile. Has been so fun. It's really fun. And I'm now going to see how our judges are getting on. Judges, before I bring you back on, do you want to give me a quick thumbs up if you're ready? I can see a thumbs up. Wonderful. So, I'll bring up Constanza. Before going to it, thank you both for your time this evening, for your questions this evening. We appreciate it. I'm sure the businesses really appreciate it too. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dan. And actually, I was also very not surprised, because I always knew that there was a lot of talent in Chile. But I'm really glad to see all the good pitches and all the how the companies are evolving there. So actually, yeah, we had an intense discussion in the backstage. That Hugh will do the honors.
Yep, thanks very much. Thanks for the invite, Dan. Great to see what's coming through the ranks in Chile. We were both agreed on the eventual winner, which is Embassy.
So congratulations, Veronica.
I'm going to bring
Oh, really? I was like, what? Thank you. I was really not expecting this.
No, it's a great pitch, great work. You cover a lot of the main topics that investors want to see. You made it personal. So yeah, thank you for the hard work, and it was a pleasure.
Thank you so much, really.
I was very impressed with your knowledge of the market, or your consideration of all of the elements that you needed to as the company expands. So yeah, congratulations, Veronica.
Awesome. And I am just going to quickly bring up the other businesses as well, because as I said, the picking a winner is just a bit of fun on the demo day, but we have had, I think the judges will agree, incredible range of pitches today, incredible. So it's been a pleasure to have you all as part of this program and work with you. Thank you all very much. So we're at the end. To everybody tuning in, thank you for being with us this evening or this afternoon, depending on, again, where you are in the world. Please do tune in future to other demo days and other opportunities. If you are maybe a business thinking, I want to look at this market as well, what's going on, reach out to the team at ProChile or at the British Embassy. I'm sure they will be honoured to help. Thank you for your pitches this evening. Thank you, judges, as well, for your excellent comments. And I will see you all again very soon. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Thank you all.
Thank you so much.
Bye.